Host of the Bad Friends podcast, comedian Andrew Santino is hitting the road. Catch him on the Freeze Peach Tour when he stops by the Pantages Theater on Saturday, February 22nd for 2 shows. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. For full details, head over to KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar. And also, KFAN.com/watch is where you can find the Power Hour. Thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. KFAN.com/watch.
Hi. Thanks, Echo. Gen Z is in debt.
Good.
Wait, who's Gen Z again?
Yeah, exactly. Hang on a second. Did I just throw myself under the bus?
Who's Gen Z again?
I think I'm technically a millennial, which sounds wrong.
I think I'm a Gen X.
Gen Z. Gen Z is...
Pretty sure I'm a Gen X.
Gen Z's...
Like between...
Researchers popular media use the mid to late 1990s as the starting birth years of the and the early 2010s as the ending birth years.
So basically, Zach and Brett.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are in debt.
What year were you born, Brett?
96.
Wait, end of the 2010 birth year?
Yeah.
So my kids are Gen Z. My kids are in debt already?
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
They haven't even left the house.
According to a new analysis from online marketplace Lending Tree, among those living in the 100 largest metropolitan areas, the median percentage of Gen Zers with debt is just over 97%. The median non-mortgage debt of those Gen Zers is over $16,000.
Wow.
The analysis showed that they were most likely to have credit card debt than any other type, with nearly 81% owing money on a card.
All I'll say
they
is...
suck you in with all those credit card applications.
I'll just say I'm available for any endorsement opportunities.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just leave it at that.
I get it.
Just leave it at that.
Radio for 5 people. Let's do Fan 5. I got some stuff we haven't discussed yet.
All right, sweetheart. Hold on one second.
Yes, sweetheart.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Yes, thank you.
Rosie, if you didn't see this story, you're going to think what I'm about to say I'm making up, but I'm not. The Kansas City Chiefs reached an agreement with the Hallmark Channel.
That sounds
Hawk loves
hard to
that
believe,
channel.
right?
Wait,
This holiday season, a movie called, quote, Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story will be released.
Come on.
oh, dear.
Hallmark.
This is not with Travis Kelce and Taylor
No,
Swift?
but it was inspired by that. But
Okay.
Hallmark is based in Kansas City, so they will be filming around Kansas City and Arrowhead Stadium. Here's the plot.
Oh, boy.
A woman, a Chiefs superfan, falls in love with the Chiefs director of fan engagement.
Of course.
Oh, my God.
Why does that sound
They're
bad?
trying to shut down the apple orchard.
It sounds beautiful.
Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story, comes out this year. Paul, your hands up.
Will Hawk see that?
Of course he will.
It sounds delicious.
It sounds
Will
like
he,
a heartbreak.
will he cry?
It's a Hallmark movie.
I'll
Of course he will.
inadvertently see it because, Nikki will turn that channel on and it just
Leave it
plays
on.
for
Yeah.
days.
No.
And no, I don't get to change that channel, so I go to the basement.
You're not allowed.
Yuck.
Oh, my.
Hawk will love it. I think they got another one in Duluth that they filmed this year.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but it was it like Kiss Cam or something? Kiss Cam. Oh yeah.
We've talked about it.
Happening.
Rosie, the New York Knickerbockers traded for Mikal Bridges from the Brooklyn Nets for basically 5 first-round picks, 4 unprotected first-rounders.
That doesn't sound safe.
Well, again, it's working
played,
for the
Rose.
Wolves. Check this out, though. So the 2017-2018 Villanova Wildcat team that won the title.
They're all back together again.
Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, and Mikal Bridges. They got essentially the entire lineup of people that matter from the team all together now on the New York Knicks.
That's pretty unusual.
That's a pretty cool idea.
It
Now let's
actually
see if
is.
it works.
Yeah, it's a little different
Well done,
than
Psycho.
winning a national title in college.
But check this out. Obviously, since the Brooklyn team a couple years ago with like Harden and Durant and Irving and all that stuff that didn't work, all those guys are gone, right?
Right.
Well, Mikal Bridges was part of the trade that got Durant out of Brooklyn, I think, from Phoenix. And now they traded him. They have essentially no one. Bridges was their best player. But between now and 2031, which doesn't sound like a real year, but that's 7 years from now, the Brooklyn Nets have 16 first-round picks including 4 in next year's draft. So they are going full on rebuild. They have traded everyone away. They're just loaded up on first round picks.
They're basically drafting 7th graders pretty much right now.
Well, but I mean, like next year's loaded with some big names. This year obviously is a little bit of a lighter draft. Next year's loaded. They have 4 first rounders next year. 16 though in the next 7 seasons.
4 first rounders. Man.
Yep.
Better hit them.
Also, this is a little bit strange, but the Knicks and the Nets, that is their first trade with each other since 1983.
And that's a sign that it's just a rebuild, too, because you like next-door neighbor kind of rivalry. That's very, very rare. But yeah, if you're, that's true.
The Rangers and the Islanders.
Yeah, if you've completely thrown in the towel, especially giving them their superstar, giving away, like, my Lord, that'd be unthinkable. But yeah, if you're just throwing in the towel, like, we don't even care if you win these next couple of years. We're just betting on
long game.
We've got, and they've got their bases covered for a while. So even if they hit early on, then think about the trades they can make with what they have coming down the stretch.
Paul, your hands up.
This is a question I could easily Google, but I like talking to you guys. How far is where Brooklyn plays to the Garden? Like, are we talking is it 10 minutes? Is it an hour?
By the train, it's not that far.
Yeah.
Because, I would actually stay, when I was working with the Islanders, I would stay in Manhattan and get on the subway. I was only 10, 15 minutes. It could have been 20 minutes.
To Barclays?
Probably like 10 or 15 minutes to Barclays Center.
That's a pretty cool place.
About 25 minutes from Barclays to MSG by train.
I don't remember being long. It seems, it's quick. I mean, you just hop on the train. Yeah, so it was quick. I'm glad they're out of Barclays. It was an awful place.
Really?
But that being said, I bet those guys live in the same. Some of those guys have already lived in the same neighborhoods. Like he doesn't even have to move.
It's 6 miles apart.
Yeah,
that's just incredible.
He doesn't even.
Do you have sports? Do you have professional?
6 miles
in the
apart.
same sport, 6 miles apart.
He literally doesn't have to move if he doesn't want to.
Right. Man, there's a lot of people in New York. I don't know. I just think that's like if St. Louis Park had like a pro basketball team and then the Timberwolves did.
I know. It'd be like if the Cubs had like a...
Yeah, that's weird too, man. I get that. When I was saying it, I thought it was weird, but that stuff's fascinating. There should be a sports baseball team in St. Paul.
There is. It's called the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
According to Dave McMenamin of ESPN, the Lakers are preparing an offer for LeBron James in the range of 3 years, $160 million. He has until June 29th, which is just a couple days away, to opt out, and everybody expects him to do so.
Right.
The final year of his deal, $51.4 million. He'll opt out, though. But check this out. I didn't know this. Maybe we've talked about this in the past, but I forgot about
Hockey
it.
has.
He is 39 years old. Mm-hmm. Did you know that, Mark Rosen, in the NBA, they have an over 38 rule? No player can sign more than 3 years if you're over 38. So the most he can sign for is 3 years.
Yeah.
I think they're just
age discrimination.
Well, and they're protecting teams from doing like a Mike Trout 10-year deal. But when if you're LeBron and you're saying I'm only coming if you give me 10 years and $400 million or something.
Right.
So, he can only sign a 3-year deal, but they're saying Lakers are going to throw basically the max $3.
Well, he's not
160.
opting out with the idea of moving to another team, is he?
Well, I mean, I think it's the leverage of I either get what I want here or I can technically move. Yeah. So he's opting out, and it's not like he's taking a pay cut. He would be getting a slight
he wants
pay
to wait
increase.
to see where Bronny gets drafted tonight.
And I think the other
tomorrow
thing,
night, actually, probably second round, probably.
And the other hot rumor is that Houston is attempting to trade for Kevin Durant. And I think that becomes more of a thing if the Phoenix Suns draft his son, Bronny LeBron's son.
Right. If he makes
his name is
team.
Bronny LeBronson.
I don't want to get him confused.
So hang on. So you're saying if Bronny James gets drafted by Phoenix, it's more likely Durant gets traded to Houston and then LeBron would go to Phoenix?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, because then they have the money. Because you said yesterday, he's not signing to play for the veterans minimum.
He wants the full 50 plus million.
They would have the money. And
Got
that's
it. So
why
you get rid of Durant's contract.
Correct.
You can move LeBron to Phoenix.
That's why I think they have the second best odds to draft him, correct?
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Wolves swept Durant, Booker, and Beal.
Right.
Yeah. I would not be even remotely afraid of LeBron James, Booker, and Beal.
No.
The Wolves would kick that team's ass as well.
Right.
Yes.
Even with LeBronson.
Except in the playoffs.
LeBrons.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah. Thanks for
LeBronson.
listening, Parrish.
Yeah, somebody's paying attention here.
NBA draft is tonight, like Mark Rosen mentioned. The Wolves are slated to pick 27th in round 1, 37th in round 2.
Do Hockey and Parrish know who has the number 1 overall pick?
Almost no one does. I mean, I
Yeah,
do and you
really.
do, but who cares? This draft is kind of garbage. But at least on paper, right? Who knows?
Right.
Again, we go back to the Anthony Edwards draft. There were a lot of people going, great, they got a number 1 pick in a year without a superstar. And now we might have a generational talent.
Correct,
So you
correct.
just never know. I mean, on paper, this looks like a garbage-ish draft.
Especially with European players, you don't really
Sure.
get a chance to see them play, and you have no idea. And I look at the better players in the NBA, some of the better players. They're European players we had never heard of before they were drafted.
Right.
So
Maybe there's a couple of
Yeah.
freaks in this draft, but
I'm from France. Who knows?
Freak!
Yeah,
a couple of freaks.
yeah, freaks.
I don't know.
To answer your question, Corey,
Thank you.
Timing's everything.
I don't have the slightest clue who's got the first pick.
Yeah, I don't either. I was going
Not
to
the
say
slightest.
Bronny LeBronson.
You are correct.
I'm just going to go with the Pelicans because I just think it's the worst name in pro
It's the
sports.
worst name in the
worst.
history of sports.
It's dear God, it's awful. Is it them?
The Atlanta Hawks.
That's them.
That's still a team.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Pelicans. They went from the Jazz. They have Jazz in New Orleans. They don't have Jazz in Utah, but they moved the team to. I still could never figure out. Of course, they have the Lakers in Los Angeles, where there are no lakes.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from? Oh, Minneapolis.
Rosie, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you identify this superstar?
Oh, I'm waiting for.
I'm a television host. I was born in the Midwest in 1947. A comedy man, I caught the eyes of talent scouts in L.A. Did somebody make a weird noise?
I think Zach was ringing in.
Is that what it was? Oh.
Go ahead, Zach.
Well, I don't want to. If you're
No,
asking
I don't know who it is.
David Letterman,
David Letterman, how'd you get that?
Oh,
Midwest 47, and
Wow.
got the talent scouts in LA.
Next one.
Ball State.
I'm a female.
Paul.
I'm seen on daytime TV. I'm smart, savvy, and opinionated. My show's title shares my name.
Paul. Is
Paul?
it the Hoda Lady?
Nope.
Is it Hoda Lady?
Hoda Lady.
I haven't seen that show.
You love that show.
I'd watch Hoda Lady.
Ellen.
Ellen's
Nope.
not on the air.
Oprah.
Nope.
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
I write books like Keep It Simple, Stupid.
Oh. I'm out of guesses.
I'm a sharp, no-nonsense lawyer.
Judge.
Nancy Grace.
Who said it?
Judge Judy?
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
That's right.
Yeah. Woodhawk.
She's like a zillionaire.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
would
she is
for sure.
Yeah, she very, very well.
She's also 106 years old.
Yeah, he would
She's
for sure.
She's just in her prime.
He'd like to be boss.
We're an all-English group formed in 1967. We originally were a 4-piece band. 2 of our members make up the band's name. Our first hit was the 1968 instrumental titled Albatross. But our biggest success came when we moved to America. We relocated to LA in 1974.
UB40.
No,
Yeah, there's
I'd
two
be
names in there.
53.
Brilliant Hawk.
Huh.
Our 1977 album broke all sales records.
Fleetwood Mac.
That's it.
Good one.
Way
Wow.
to go, Perry.
Petty?
Took me a while there, but
This is like initials, but worse.
I wouldn't say that, Hawk.
I'm enjoying this, Hawk. Please
I like this too.
continue.
Thank you. I'm an actor. I'm also a philanthropist. I was born in Cleveland, Ohio in 1925.
Oh, my.
Wow, 19. Holy cow.
Yeah, they're dead, by the way.
Paul Newman.
Bam! What the
Yeah,
hell?
wow.
The philanthropist gave it away?
And he's
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was
Doesn't
born in
every
Cleveland.
dollar from all of his stuff go to
Yeah,
charity?
Yeah.
Paul-
yes.
yeah.
And it was
That's
pretty.
how-
I used to love that. I was like
Oh,
pregame. I
the
lived the
dressing is
sausage,
great.
the
Yeah.
sauces.
Yeah.
Oh,
Popcorn.
I love Paul
Yeah, the
Newman's, the
popcorn.
marinara, and that. Oh,
Terrific.
Yeah, the popcorn's real. I love me some
greatest.
popcorn,
Do you
man.
think Paul
man,
Newman
he
had a hammer?
Yep.
Yeah, probably had a whole garage full of tools like that.
That's brilliant, Hogs.
I'm an artist. Thank you, Brett.
Picasso.
Brett loves my comedy. No, I'm an artist. I was born in Pittsburgh in 1928.
Andy Warhol.
Yes. Wow.
I'm just trying to think of a modern artist.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the age artist. There's not. We haven't had too many great ones.
No. None of them are from here.
You're very,
How's that supposed to
you're
mean?
very opinionated about art, Mark.
Yeah.
Come on.
I guess that came out wrong. That came out wrong. I'm sorry.
That's good.
Sorry, MC Escher.
Right.
You are a rapper.
Sorry,
Not what I
whoever
meant.
Drew Waldo. Mark thinks you suck.
I'm a cartoon character. I socialize at the lodge led by the Grand Poobah.
That's Fred Flintstone.
Nope.
Barney Rubble.
That's it.
Barney Rubble.
Had to be one of the two.
One of them, yeah.
Hey, you were out for the remainder of
that's
that
true.
item.
Well, it is a
Barney
different
Rubble.
game.
Mark, Barney Rubble.
I was born on the rougher side of Chicago in 1952. I built up my body from an early age. I was a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali and Diana Ross. I was often Hulk Hogan's tag team partner on television.
Mr. Perfect.
Nope.
Macho Man.
Mr. T?
Mr. T.
Oh,
T.
see, Corliss, you're good at this, man.
Yeah, he knows some facts.
What?
No facts. And I know art, unlike Mark Parrish.
I'm a popular American writer. My books often became successful movies. I wrote science fiction, thrillers, and fantasy. I created the television series ER.
Michael Crichton?
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jurassic Park guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And lastly, I'm an actress. My real name is Frances Gum.
Judy Garland.
That's it, Roser.
Wow. You know your Garland.
Rosie.
Yeah.
That's her
That's a,
real
you know what?
name?
That was a
Frances Gum.
great choice in changing her name.
What, G-U-M-B?
G-U-M-M.
M.
G-U-M-M.
Yeah.
Great
she was born in
choice.
Minnesota in
Grand Rapids.
1922, by the way. Yep, 1922.
Still looking for those ruby slippers, aren't they?
Oh, I think they found
They
him.
did find him.
him?
Yeah, the guy brought him back.
All right.
Wow.
He did. He brought him back. You want one more?
Hey, by the way, I thought about this the other day. What, Wizard of Oz was, 38?
I'll tell you right now.
38 or 39?
Something like
Maybe
that.
39?
Yeah.
Yeah, 39.
This is again part of getting older. I was born in 1980, so when I started watching Wizard of Oz, it was like 85-ish or so, right? Let's just say mid to late 80s when I really got into it. I'm like, man, this movie's awesome. So that's 50 years. And because it was black and white, and then it went to color, but black and white, that movie, you could have told me it was 3,000 years old.
Yeah,
it felt so
Right.
freaking
Old.
old.
Right.
We just mentioned it yesterday. Jaws turns 50 next year.
I can't believe it.
So-
I heard you guys
so-
talking about
Interesting.
that.
So Jaws to kids now is the same as Wizard of
I know,
Oz
think
was
about
for me,
that.
and it just doesn't seem fair. That just doesn't seem like the same gap.
No, I remember walking into the theater thinking, this is the most amazing opening. And people, tell you what, horror movies, I'm not quite sure I've ever seen or heard an audience react the way they did the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Did you see Exorcist in the theater, right?
Yes.
Did that scare the hell out of everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Correct.
Yeah.
I never
No,
saw it in the theater.
No, thank
But
you.
Jaws,
Yeah, she's getting thrashed.
yeah, it was just so brilliant. I laughed.
Rosie, I know
whole
they.
town
I know.
I was
Richard-
cheering for the shark.
Richard Oaknick
What
was
an
not
ass.
alive in 1975 because he was born like 2 years after me. But the great Richard Oaknick in 1975 would have said, "If there were dinosaurs outside, we wouldn't go play baseball." So
Right.
look, that is sharks' territory.
Yeah, they live
Why
there.
did that gal? I don't care if she was drunk and skinny dipping. Why'd she go swimming
I know. What an
at
ass.
night? What an ass!
Yeah.
Got that right, Roser.
Yeah, 50 years ago.
50 next year. 50 years of Jaws.
You know,
That poor movie almost didn't get finished.
It's one of the Alzheimer's.
it is. You know, speaking of things being black and white and seeming a million years old, have you guys ever watched the? I've watched it twice now. The Peter Jackson documentary on World War I, where
No.
he colored it in.
No.
I've heard you talk about
The
it. but I
technology's so
haven't seen
good
it.
that it looks like it's modern day,
Yeah.
and it really puts in perspective that those are real people. And I know
Right.
that's a dumb thing
Right.
to say,
No,
but you
I
get my
know.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like those are just kids. Those are babies, man, and they're dying the most horrible death.
Oh, it was
Just terrible. It's a feel good movie.
yeah, feel good movie.
I think it's called no, that's a Vietnam movie. What is it called? They Shall Not Come Home.
The Mel Gibson one?
No, the World War I movie I was just talking about. They Shall Not.
Oh, I got you. Sorry.
Pass. I don't know.
They Shall Not Pass.
I don't know. I just made it up.
That is
They shall
Scandal.
not
That was-
grow
that was-
old.
that's it. They Shall Not
Grow
Go
old.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. My goodness. Hell of a thing.
Headlines after this is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Find our Mall of America street team all summer long out at our events. come find us and ask us about our Mall of America mystery cards, where everyone is a winner. See where we'll be next week at KFAN.com keyword calendar.
Thanks there, Zacho. Take a look at us, by the way. We are live on that KFAN.com/watch, and we are not attractive. Faces for radio. Hey, speaking of that, actually
Paris is a pretty good-looking dude. I mean, the rest of us are hideous, but
Rosie's a damn fine-looking man.
Us actually got paid to do it, right, Rosie?
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to say congratulations to Lori and Julia on a hell of a run doing their radio show over at My Talk. I got to spend some time with them yesterday. Fans of them and what they've done and what they've built. Congratulations on a great run.
Yeah, they did.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable what they built.
Terrific.
That's,
Yeah.
Dominating a demo for decades is not easy to do.
And the kind of fans, well, if I may, like we have, like the fan has, who would go to the end of the earth and feel like you're friends. And I got a chance to witness it last night. They were having a party down at the Chan, and I went down before we went on stage at the Chan and got to witness the love for them. And it's I love it, man. I love this business. I love radio, and I love to see people.
You nailed it. I've heard a lot of people say it's essentially the female KFAN.
Yeah, right.
Good for them.
Got to see
I want to say congratulations to Randy Shaver, whose last week is this week over at CARE.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Friday, I think, right? At 6.
Oh,
6
already
o'clock.
here. No
I think.
kidding.
Era.
A legend. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, he's stepping aside.
Amazing man. Great
Yeah,
man.
he's excited about it. I know. So we had a hell of a run.
Yeah, that is something else. How many guys started, or people, I should say, started in sports and transitioned to the big desk? Not many, right?
No.
Like you didn't.
No, I haven't. Well. Wait, what?
Unwarranted shot. I don't know why I did that, Rosie.
I don't either.
That was like swerving to hit the dog on the side of the road. I
It was
apologize.
brilliantly executed.
Yeah, it was. I actually turned it down.
Yeah, of course you did.
No,
you don't need that ass.
I was asked by a former news director if I wanted to switch the news. I went, no, I don't think so.
Why is that, Roser?
I didn't. I enjoyed what I was doing too much. I didn't really want. And actually, some of the things that Randy talked about. I mean, there's a point where, even talking to Amelia and everything, where even reading the news, even though you may not be invested in covering it per se, really gets you down. I mean, it can really affect you, whether you're talking about murders or this or that, and it's doing it night after night, and it's some of that stuff just
You couldn't contain your laughter.
Well, Zach, this is why you're never going to move along in this business.
I would say that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
A lot of what you just said.
That laugh underneath the desk, probably.
Yeah. A lot of what you just said about reporting the news, though, you could say about reporting Minnesota sports as well.
Well, this is true. I've had a lot of painful experiences.
I just got real there for a minute.
Oh, my.
Well, how about this, Rosie?
It actually stung a little bit. I actually felt that comment.
We would look at each other going, this is really happening again. We'd be in New Orleans covering that championship game, and we didn't have to say a word to each other. We just look at each other going, you can't bleep and believe this is happening again. We're on our way to the Super Bowl. And this just happened.
Yeah, that's what happens.
When all the New Orleans fans are going, hey, good luck in the Super Bowl. They all were. My son was at the game. They were going, congratulations. When Favre was moving the team down the field, they go, hey, good luck in the Super Bowl.
Rosie, in the Star Tribune article, not only does Randy Shaver say nice things about you, right? That he looked up to you when he was trying to figure out how to do it right. That Mark Rosen was kind of his mentor from afar.
I was very flattered by that.
But he also, I thought this was really interesting, kind of took a shot at the entire industry.
He did.
He said, the article, it says, 5 years ago, he helped talk his son Ryan into leaving his position as a CARE reporter to join the world of public relations. He's now a communications specialist at TCO.
That dude's the best, by the way.
But check this out. Shaver says, quote, I'm glad he got out of the business when he could. I could see the writing on the wall. Mm-hmm. Randy Shaver says he became frustrated with chasing a dwindling audience. According to the Pew Research Center,
it smells.
Americans who say they follow local news very closely is now at 22%, which is 15% percentage points lower than just 8 years ago.
Well, again, I think it's not an indictment. It's a reflection on our devices. I mean, by the time, the 10 o'clock news rolls along, certainly people are acutely aware of what's going on, whether it's the floods and what's happening in Minnesota or a national story or whatever it might be, you kind of have your fill. And I think the idea that people sitting down, even to watch, I think the 6 o'clock news probably does better because, I mean, looking at our ratings when I was at Channel 4, leading into Wheel of Fortune. I mean, people, it's a religious kind of commitment to watch the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 o'clock news happened to be on right before it. But the 10 o'clock news by then, yeah, I mean, there's still I'm never going to rip a business that was very, very, very good to me, and I think it still has its place, especially locally. When you do have stories about, the devastation, what's going on with the floods right now and how it's affecting people, and those are important stories to tell. And I don't think anything will ever replace that, but I think generally speaking, people, have other means of getting that information before 10 o'clock, and so therefore they don't watch the news like they used to, where it was that the only way you could get your news, weather, and sports was watching the news late at night.
Those were the golden days, no doubt about it.
They were, yeah. Budgets were unlimited, and
think about how important Walter Cronkite was to this country.
Oh, yeah. He was the father, basically.
Yeah, I mean, he was everybody's
conscience.
Yeah, exactly.
He basically, asked, the great Lyndon Johnson. When I lost Walter Cronkite, I knew I lost the war.
Yeah.
He went to Vietnam, and that was kind of the end of it, saying, this is not working out, kids. So
yeah, but now that's not even possible. We saw this a couple weeks ago firsthand. The power trip was live the morning after a former president was convicted, and we didn't bring it up.
Yeah,
because now if you even just say what happens,
right? It's
just say it. Not even an opinion. If you just say what happens, it's why would you bring that up?
Yeah.
How dare you bring that up?
Exactly.
So it's just you cannot win now.
No.
Half the people hate you if you say that a story existed, and if you even have the remote balls to add an opinion to it, you are toast. Right? Then they just hate you. They send 1,000 emails and try to get you fired. It's just a waste of time.
It is.
So the news industry's got to be extremely, extremely tough.
Oh yeah, they think that somehow, like even Frank and Amelia, somehow they're slanted in the way they give the news, and it's ridiculous. I mean, people that CCO and Kessler's the perfect example of it. And I love listening to Pat talk about it. He would get equal amount of venom from the right side and the left side about how slanted he was in his reporting, because he would do a reality check all the time.
Yeah.
And he would take shots at everybody. But, that goes with the territory.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
It's just no fun.
No.
All right.
Now it's time for headlines.
Brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. Wolf River Electric. You can go solar and get solar panels. I'm doing it in a couple of months. Can't wait. It's going to be super cool. Save some money and get some solar panels from Wolf River.
Oh, hey, Randy.
Electric. That works out. Yeah.
It's going to be cool. Right. You saw this, don't guess.
What an ass.
Oh,
not that, Rosie. You and I can talk about Kerry Russell some other time. There's a 20-year-old dude in Northern Ireland named Declan McFerrin. No relation to Bobby.
Declan. Elvis Costello's middle name.
He just set the world record, the Guinness World Record, for assembling a Mr. Potato Head that includes all 10 pieces: the hat, pants, eyes, nose, mustache, mouth, both arms, and both ears. All 10 pieces, Guinness World Record. How fast did Declan put together an entire Mr. Potato Head?
Like one of those Rubik's Cube questions.
5 seconds.
5 seconds?
Sauce says 5 seconds.
Button bar, by the way.
Yeah, stupid music underneath it. I hope the new board can clean that up.
We're working on that.
12.
Rosie says 12. Parrish.
I was right around there for sauce. 7 seconds.
7. Hawk.
15 minutes.
15.
Brilliant. I could put it together.
4 seconds.
4 seconds. Well, I could have just wrapped it up after Sauce guess, because Sauce, you said 5 seconds. He did it in 5.15.
I was literally
that doesn't
thinking
seem
5 minutes.
possible.
That's. Have you seen that guy do the Rubik's Cube? I mean, talk about impossible. Like how, it's like a magic trick.
I'm about to put it on the stream.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
Hang on. Let me go to it. How do you go to that, Zach?
KFAN.com/watch.
KFAN.com/watch.
Jumping around.
Right, hold on.
Seems very
Hold
fast
on.
to me.
Show it again, Zacho.
I'm watching it right now.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not impressed. Big deal.
Wow.
He's got the speed stack timer thing. Love
Right.
that.
The day that he broke the record, he spent 4 straight hours working at it before he was finally successful.
Jeez.
The previous record was 5.43, and it stood for about 2 years.
Let's find another hobby.
I mean, this is a waste of time unless you can profit off of it, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Unless there is Mr. Potato Head tournaments, then what's the point?
Yeah. Weird. Okay, well, good for him.
I think we talked
That's
about this
sweet,
a month
man.
or two ago, but it is official now. Hidden Valley Ranch Cheez-Its are hitting stores next month for a limited time.
I bet
That
those will be
sounds disgusting.
great. Well,
Really?
that sounds great. Ranch Wales. Who eats ranch?
I do.
Everybody.
Do you, Rose? Yeah.
Except
Hogs,
Corey.
you do, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Put that blank on everything.
Brilliant.
Rosie, what do you think about this? You're a cinephile, right?
Oh, don't say that.
It sounds creepy when you say it that way, but yes, I enjoy it.
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright are going to reunite, but not necessarily for a Forrest Gump reunion. They are going to reunite with Gump director, though, Robert Zemeckis. What do you think of this concept? The movie is called Here, H-E-R-E, not
As opposed to
H-E-A-R. H-E-R-E, like as in we're right here.
Hi.
Here takes place in a single room over a period of 100 years, but the camera doesn't move. Robert Zemeckis Robert Zemeckis says, quote, "The single perspective never changes, but everything around it does. It's actually never been done before." So what they're saying is it might feel a little bit like a play,
Right.
because it's just
That's what
one
I was gonna
shot.
Say.
Yeah.
They got the right actors to maybe make this work, and Zemeckis is brilliant. But I mean,
Theaters in November.
I'm anxious.
I'll
to
wait till, yeah. I won't be the first wave on that one.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling's doing a zombie comedy called "I Used to Eat Brains, Now I Eat Kale."
That's funny.
That's funny.
Used to see brains.
Ryan Gosling is doing a zombie
Ridiculous.
comedy called "I Used to Eat Brains, Now I Eat Kale."
Gosh, they can
Kale's
do just
terrible.
about anything. It's not terrible.
Oh, kale's
not
disgusting.
terrible.
Ugh. Yucky.
Yucky. Sounds like it's gonna be.
Kevin Costner's been everywhere lately,
Oh,
right?
it sure has.
Did the Stern interview and some other
that was
spots.
really good.
And this probably is why. Remember when Will Smith was here and you're like, man, I wonder why Will Smith's doing so much publicity. And then they realized that the movie 7 Pounds was in big trouble.
Right.
Same thing here. Kevin Costner's Horizon, in which he invested a lot of his own money,
Oh, it sure
cost
did.
$100 million to make, and they're projecting it to make make $12 million
Are you
its
kidding?
opening weekend.
It's 47% on Rotten
And then the
Tomatoes.
second part's coming out a month later.
I mean, this might be a disaster for Costner financially.
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah.
I wonder how bad this is going to hurt him.
Boy, he's had highs and lows, hasn't he?
Yep.
yeah. If he ever.
Keep swinging, though.
Interview was fascinating, but
Yeah, the Stern interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
it was. I've heard probably 3/4 of it. I don't know.
Will Hawk see this film?
At some point, probably.
What's about
probably
cowboy
will.
stuff?
It's
I like
cowboy
cowboy
stuff.
stuff, man.
I do, too.
Speaking of KFAN.com/watch, today the program password invitational
yeah.
final. Swedberg and Charch versus Donaldson and Creasel.
Who you
Who's the
got?
favorite?
Ooh, that's a good matchup.
Which
I don't know,
one?
has
I'm sure Betts has a line. I just haven't seen
he
it.
passed away?
Oh, no.
This one's pretty even. I could argue it either way.
Yeah.
That guy.
I mean, shout out to Charch. Been in the finals all 3 years.
Yeah. Well, you would have been, but you picked a horrible teammate who's fat and ugly. I said it before you could. Then it doesn't hurt as much.
Well, it
how
has
we-
nothing to do with your brain.
You know how earlier
Yeah,
in
it
the
does.
show we played that movie trivia game, and one of the questions was from Truman Show, and it was like, they never put a camera in my head?
Yeah.
I feel like they just did.
He doesn't have a line for it. He must have passed away.
They put one of those giant old school projectors in Sauce's head.
Probably.
You wheel into the classroom.
There's room for it.
And there's a dude in there
Oh,
running.
man, those were the days.
His head can
You're
double
just
as the
hoping
screen.
the teacher's. You're just hoping the teacher's sleeve was going to catch on fire.
We've mentioned this about 15 times, but the third season premiere of The Bear tonight at 8 o'clock on FX and Hulu. Cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Zach and Sauce earlier during one of the commercial breaks spent an entire commercial break laughing at how poorly Justin Timberlake's tickets are selling
Oh,
across
God.
the country.
It's my new favorite bit.
Why?
Sauce says it's his
Why
new
you
favorite
mean
thing.
them?
He just clicks on a random city and sees what tickets are available,
It's not
and the
because
answer
of
is
DUI, is it?
no.
Or-
He
No,
just
this is
he's just
before.
not
Okay.
selling tickets at
Why?
all. I don't
It's
know.
not 1999.
It's over for him?
It's just not working.
But why does it make you happy?
It doesn't. It's so
You did
sad.
That's your
treat Britney
favorite
too
thing.
well.
You said it's
Yeah,
your
it is my new favorite thing. Like, watch this, Justin.
Why does it make you happy?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I just,
You didn't treat Britney too well.
yeah,
he did
he
some-
sucks.
said some
Leave
pretty
Britney
bad
alone.
things
Not to
about
mention
her.
Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he?
He threw Janet
does he have a
Jackson
schedule
under the
here?
bus.
Is he
But
coming
like-
here?
I don't know
summer,
if that's true.
but like
1,000%.
tonight he's at Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
You click on Ticketmaster.com.
Look at him already laughing.
He's chuckling.
You say you agree. I don't know what I'm agreeing to. Don't care.
I hope you're agreeing to
Oh,
being
boy.
put to death.
Wow, that took a turn.
It's loading. One of us. Let's just thank everybody. Look at that, Rose. This is tonight. All that dark blue.
Come on.
Yep. Hold on. This is the best part.
Come on, Willie.
Look at all those empty seats.
Wow.
I don't know why you love that so much.
He loves it. It's his new favorite thing.
Yeah, Zach
He
and I did it
loves
for like
watching
10
people
minutes.
in pain.
So here's why I
No,
bring this up,
he
though.
sucks.
This also was happening to Jennifer Lopez, and then she canceled
Right.
her tour and said that she needed time with her family.
Well, because of the split with.
Well, that's what she went with,
That's
but
what she
everybody
went
else
with.
said
But
that the
maybe
real reason was that
she wasn't
she
selling.
couldn't sell tickets.
Yeah. Right.
Here's another thing that Saucy is gonna love. Jennifer Lopez released an album called "This Is Me." ... Now, which is just the worst title of an album of all
That's
time.
like I came up with it.
That is bad. There's a vinyl version that's available at Target. You can get the vinyl version of that album at Target.
Right.
When it first hit the shelves, it was $25.99, which is pretty standard for a vinyl. It's now been marked down 3 times
boy.
at Target.
Oh, boy.
It's currently on clearance for $7.79.
That's really bad.
Man.
And when
That's
did it come out?
humiliating.
When did the album come out?
I think earlier this year. People on Twitter are commenting. One person says, $8 for a lip sync record is a bit much. Another says, I've never seen a star fade this quickly before. I think that was at Meat Sauce 1.
Once she was Cartman's hand, it was all downhill from
Great
there.
bit.
Yeah.
That is a great bit.
Justin Timberlake when he's in Milwaukee, Rosie.
Look at that.
Yeah, correct. See?
Man, you know that's going to happen to Dave Matthews eventually, too.
Oh.
It is, though. I mean, I hate to see people.
Time
It's tough.
catches
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right.
Very
but it-
few get to
Yeah.
ride off in the sunset.
I mean, had he not been
But-
touring for a while,
It's just,
is it just
it's weird because, like, he's a huge deal.
Yeah.
No one is going. That's what's weird about it.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
different generation, I guess. Nobody cares
Corey, did you
anymore.
see the kid from Crazy Town died?
Yeah, Shifty
Yeah.
Shell Shock.
Yeah,
One hit
man.
wonder, but yeah, the lead singer, 49
What was the
years
song?
old.
What was the song?
Butterfly.
How's it go?
You know it.
How's it go?
Can we review it?
I know that
Yeah,
song.
review it.
Yeah, we can review it. I'll review it.
Yeah.
It was a one hit wonder.
Yeah.
It's like 3 words in the whole song, right?
Well, there's a
Which
rap
are
and
what,
stuff.
Rose?
The
The rap,
chorus is
No, I'm not going to sing it.
Shifty Shell Shock.
Okay, that's his name.
Only 49 years old.
Yeah.
That
Sad.
sucks.
He was on like Celebrity Rehab a couple of times. It was sad.
Speaking of people who died too early, multiple people might be charged in the death of Matthew Perry.
What?
That
Multiple.
My guess is it's whoever supplied him with the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That happens.
Oh, boy.
They think it was bad stuff or something, or
I don't know.
I guess it was
That
probably illegal to
sucks.
give them no matter what. But people dying out there all the time.
Rosie, we're going to start with you.
Great.
button bar.
Button bar. Everything I say.
How long does it take to make each M&M? One M&M. What's
They
the
make them
process?
one
How
at a
long does it
time?
take? No, they do
Say.
not. Mars is able to make 1 billion M&Ms every day. But how long does it take
on.
from start to finish? What's the process? How long does it take to make one?
I don't know, like 8 seconds?
8 seconds. Okay.
I don't know.
Rosie says 8 seconds. Parrish.
3.
Parrish
Well,
says
you're probably
3
right.
seconds. Sauce.
How much does it make? How much does it take to make one M&M?
Yes.
A half a second.
Yeah, probably.
1/2 a second. Okay. Whole
You
process.
said start to finish?
Start to finish the whole process.
Yeah,
How
put
long
the
does it
coating on
take?
it. I mean,
Oh,
that's-
good point.
Yeah,
12 seconds.
probably got to process the chocolate. All right. 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
I said that.
7 seconds.
Come on.
That's the wrong way.
Less than a second, Core.
Screwed yourself.
They're able to make 1 billion M&Ms a day, but the process start to finish. Each M&M takes up to 16 hours to make.
Come
Get
on.
out of here.
What?
You're making that up.
16
Well, how
hours.
is it possible to produce that many? Then?
Big
Well,
vats.
because-
Must have a lot of
Big vats.
Ain't
Wow.
nobody out there
Yeah,
waiting.
big vats.
A lot of M's.
Vats.
All right, now I
Well
want
said, Zach. Go
final
ahead. 16
final question.
Ain't nothing
And
better
it
than a
involves
fresh M&M.
Oh yeah, peanut butter M&Ms are the best.
Those are the best.
Peanut. Just
No,
old
peanut
school.
butter.
Oh,
Peanut-
man.
no,
Keep your nuts
peanut.
out of
No,
the candy.
No, peanut M&M.
Peanut butter is
No,
the best M&M.
no.
Right, Hogs?
Your
Yeah.
opinions are always wrong.
Well,
Parrish
your
is
face
right.
is ugly.
Thank you, Corey. Peanut M&Ms are
M&Ms
the
are
greatest.
for the
That's
win.
I prefer the mini ones for some reason, and I
Yes.
don't know why, but I love those little sons of bitches.
Well, you're
I
a
feel like a
handsome man.
giant when I'm eating them. I feel
Well,
like
it's 'cause
I get
you're-
it.
it's
I can-
because you're handsome.
That's very
I
sweet.
can get to too many on all the other ones in the caramel, and there's some
Yeah.
very, very good M&Ms out there. For some reason, the peanut M&Ms, no, I can just keep eating those.
Yeah,
those,
they're good.
those go.
Peanut
Those
butter
are the
is way
best.
better.
disgusting.
All right, last but not least, it involves every one of us at least slightly humble bragging or just flat out bragging.
oh, poor
Oh,
Zingas.
what happened to him?
There is there's a thing online that's going around asking people to be honest and say,
Drive around.
what do you think you are better than 80% of people at?
Oh.
Something that you it can be anything in the world.
Wow.
That you are very confident that on the planet you're in the top 20 percentile.
Say that one more time.
So what are you very confident that you are better than 80% of everybody else at? It can be a skill, a hobby, a sport, a talent, knowledge of something. It can be strength related. It can be anything. Anything that you're like,
Interesting.
I know I'm in the top 20 percentile of blank.
Can you get the dump button ready?
Yeah. yeah. I'd answer, but
That doesn't count.
Well, if you keep that stuff
Yeah.
out of it.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, well then nothing.
No, I'll say I'm a good singer.
Yeah, you're in the
you
top
are.
20
Yeah,
singers
of
for
course
sure.
you are.
For sure.
Yeah.
Parrish, you're good at everything.
I was gonna
if
say-
you can't say hockey, what would you
If
say?
I can't say hockey, well, then I'm going to go with the second best thing because napping.
You're a good assistant.
Yeah, you and newborns are good.
Come on.
are right up there.
Does that not count? Do I
Yeah,
think
that
it's
counts.
something
Barry.
else?
You're good at that.
You're also good at like every bar game
Yeah, I
on the
was going
planet.
to say
Right,
ping pong.
darts.
I bet I'm in ping pong. I'm pretty. Yeah, I've been playing that forever.
Sure.
Baseball. I'm pretty good at baseball, but I mean, I'm not a major league baseball player.
Air
but
hockey.
Air hockey. Let's go. No
Rosie?
food.
Yeah, Rosa, what do you get at
No
Rosa?
food.
Honestly, I would probably lean back on what I did for a
Can't
long
say
time.
broadcasting. Can't
No, but
can't
I would say
your career.
I would. Well, no. But I'm saying reading out loud. What I'm saying is I would presentations,
not bad.
being able to
So public speaking, maybe
public speaking.
Okay.
I would say
that counts.
yes.
Sauce.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I have one. If you can't, I'm serious.
If you can't count
your
radio?
job, I'm not in the top 20% in golf.
Comedy.
It's the only hobby I have. No, I'm not one of. No, I don't have one. If you can't,
Making pies.
I mean, yeah. Thank you, Rosie.
yeah,
I
I
don't
heard a
know
lot
what
about
you
that
are.
yesterday. We were talking about with Little B and everyone. I missed part of those days when you were baking pies. We were
You
talking
loved
about pies
baking pies.
yesterday.
Yeah, Hawk likes my dad's pie.
I'm sick of it.
For the top 20%, so you got to be
Okay,
in the
MLB
top
the show.
1.6
I'm not.
billion or whatever it is. It's not bad.
No, I'm not. I don't have one. Do you?
At poker for sure. Jokes aside, poker.
No.
100%.
Yeah,
You
he.
think so?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
In the world?
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. I hate to admit it because I hate him.
Bard.
He's the bane of my existence, but he is right. I don't have one.
I'm the poison ivy of your
What
existence.
is he good at? I'm trying to help you out here.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not good at anything. I'm not.
I mean, you make me laugh, but I don't think you're one of.
You're a good
20%
friend.
Yeah.
It depends on who you ask.
Can you speak 20% closer to the microphone?
Oh, brilliant, Zach.
Oh wow, that's a good one. You're good at wearing
I'm
ugly
going to miss
shirts.
you, Zach.
Man, we got to think of something that,
You-
that
you
we
like my
truly
blouse,
believe
though,
sauce
Hawk?
is
I
in
like
the
your
top
blouse.
20% of.
I'd answer, but my wife and my mother-in-law are in the car together.
No, my sources say that's not true anyway.
What about stand up?
I'm not in the top 20% of that.
Nobody violates their rear end like you do.
Brilliant.
Love you, Rosie.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Hey, you know what?
You're in the top
Take care of yourself, my
20% for
I will. Thank
calves.
you, my friend.
I'm in the top
Having
20% of
calves.
the initials game.
Coffee sips, as
There
what
you go.
Charles said.
Coffee sips. There you go.
Yeah, coffee sips. Yeah, you're pretty good at radio games.
Yeah. not password.
Dear God, no.
All right. That's enough out of you.
Have a good trip, Rosa. Bye.
Thank you. Love ya.
Bye.
Power Trip's back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. Parrish, we'll see you for initials on Friday.
Can't wait. Let go. Go, guys.
Been a couple of weeks. See you tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. 9 to noon is next.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba Dabba. Love you.